Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today's video is going to be all about strobing. So, if you don't know what strobing is, it is basically doing like a really intense highlighter and it's not doing any contour or bronzing. So, basically for your face, you're just really putting the effort in to give that glow. I thought about doing a tutorial and then I decided that I'm just going to kind of share the products that I have for highlighting or strobing, and then also how I apply it, where you apply it, the brushes I use. Probably less than 10 products, maybe 10 if you add in the brushes, to share with you. So yeah, that is going to be today's video. Strobing, this is a little bit on the late side because it was just like super popular these last few months, but people are still making the strobing videos and tutorials and talking about it. So I had it on my list to do for a while and I thought, well, before summer officially ends, why don't I get in a quick strobing video? I'd like to see all about how I highlight and strobe. Please keep watching. I have a few drugstore, more affordable items to talk about, so I'm going to go through them first and then kind of move my way up into the higher end products. But so to start it off, so strobing is, like I said, it's basically highlighting. So you want to take wherever you're going to highlight your face like normal, and that is where you're going to put it. Now those areas are like the tops of your cheekbones. And it's almost like you can think about making a C around your eyes. So you want to get the top of the cheekbones and go up versus like highlighting down. You want to think going up in that C motion. You can highlight down the center of your nose. Some people go all the way down the center of their nose. Some go a little bit down and then like do a dot on the end of your nose. You can do whatever it is you prefer, play with the look, see what looks best on you. You would also do your Cupid's bow, so right above your upper lip, a little bit on your chin. I mean, you can dust, like I said, you're going to bring that C up, so you can dust like above your eyebrows. Some do it in the center of your forehead. I mean, you can even really take it to the extreme. You can put highlighter on the tops of your shoulder blades. You can put it on your collarbones. You can bring it into your chest. What we want to do when we highlight and strobe is wherever the sun is going to reflect you and you get that natural highlight, that's where you want to put the product to just enhance it even more. That makes some sense. I do not have any highlighter on right now because at the end of the video I'm going to show you like where I put it and all that sort of thing, and I'll actually apply it for you on camera. Hopefully my phone will be able to pick it up since I still record off of my phone. But some of the products that I have and that I wanted to talk about and give my feedback on. So the first ones that I have to talk about are these Revlon Photoready Skinlights. And I have two shades because that's just, I don't know why I bought two shades. You really only need one shade. But I have 200 Pink Light and also 300 Peach Light. And I don't really use them together. I just use one at a time if I want to use it. Now, to be honest, I didn't love these products. And I'll put a little bit on my hand here so you can see what they look like. This top one right here is the Pink Rose, and the one on the bottom is the Peach Light. So those are what the shades look like. That is what they look like swatched on my hand. Now, like I said, I didn't absolutely love these on their own. I didn't feel like they did a whole lot for me. I tend to gravitate towards the Pink Light because I feel like it does a better job at reflecting. I almost thought the peach one was almost too close to like my skin tone, that it wasn't really giving me any sort of an enhanced glow at any point. I have another product that I'll mention, and I actually layer the products. So that is what I prefer to use. I prefer to use this as like a base, and then I will take a powder highlighter and put it over it. And in that sense, I think it works really well because it, like I said, it's almost like a base for the powder highlight, and I feel like it makes the powder form stay on longer. So I don't typically use these by themselves unless I want something that's just a very subtle glow and I don't want to fully strobe and freak everyone out with how highlighted my face looks. Then I'll use these on their own, but typically I do use it as the base. Keeping that in mind, the next two products that I have are the ones that they are not considered highlighters. They are actually both eyeshadows. One is an eyeshadow pigment, but these are what I use on top of the Revlon Photo Lights. One is the Maybelline New York Color Tattoo. It's the Pure Pigment, and the shade is Barely Brazen. And then the other eyeshadow that I have that I will use as a highlighter is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible in Iced Latte. So again, these on their own, I mean, they are not technically highlighters, they are eyeshadows, but just because I thought the color would match pretty well, one day I tried. They work okay by themselves, but if I put them on top of the Revlon Photo Lights, I think it looks really good. That is the Barely Brazen on my finger is it right here. So that is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Pigment in Barely Brazen. That is the Infallible in Iced Latte. That is right here on the end is Iced Latte. So you can, I don't know, hopefully it's picking it up, but they are very pretty colors. I just didn't think they had the lasting power unless I have some sort of cream or liquid base on, and then I put them on top of that, if that makes sense. But together, I think it looks really good, and they're all really affordable options. All of those 4 products I mentioned that you can get at the drugstore, they're all drugstore brands, either Revlon, L'Oreal, or Maybelline. I have one more from Maybelline to show you. This is the Maybelline New York Master Highlight Highlighting Bronzer. So honestly, again, this is a product that I actually did not love. I was looking to get a new blush, and I don't know, for some reason this was labeled blush. It was in the blush section when I bought it from Ulta. And then I came home and I was like, no, it's a highlighting bronzer. I mean, a highlight bronzer. Those are usually 2 different things. So I was like, wait, what is this? The shade I got is light brown. It says it's a multi-toned bronzer palette which highlights skin and softly contours cheeks for an instantly defined glow. So when you open it up, you can see that it has like a wide variety of shades in there. And usually what I do is I just run my finger across and get a bunch of different shades. I don't usually like try to pick out different ones, but that's kind of what it looks like on my finger. And then let's see if I have some room on my hand here. So I don't know, it's right here. I don't know if it's gonna pick up very well because honestly it is so light. I really don't notice it when I wear it. I really have to get pretty heavy-handed if I'm trying to make this a highlighter. Sometimes I like to use it as more like a blush topper. So I'll put my blush on and then I'll just take this and kind of run it over the apples of my cheeks, and it kind of like just makes it glow a little bit more. Honestly, it just doesn't stay on very long though, but I did want to mention it because it is considered a highlighter. I think maybe if you have fairer skin, it could work out really well for you, but I didn't love it myself, but I wanted to be sure to mention it because it is used as a highlighter, and I wanted to talk about all the products that I have. But this is another one that's from Maybelline, so you can get it at drugstores. So moving on to the next batch of products, I want to give a shout out to the Mary LouManizer, and this is by the Balm. Now, I order my products from the Balm usually online, but I also just noticed that they are available at Kohl's. I see people say that these are more affordable line, but then I also see people call them more high-end. I'm looking on Amazon for this one, and it says it's $21, but it comes with a brush, and I think that's what I got, and I really hated the brush, so I mean, don't feel like you need to get the brush because I didn't think it did anything, and I'm pretty sure I threw it away. But to me, $21 for a highlighter is more expensive. Like the Revlon Photo Lights, those were like $8 to $9, so just want to throw that out there. One I absolutely love. This was my first like real highlighter that I got, and I just love it. This is what it looks like. It's a very like icy highlighter, I would call it. That's what it looks like on my finger, and there it is swatched on my hand. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I mean, I use it all the time. When it was my only highlighter, I was very happy to be using it. I didn't feel like I needed anything else in place of it. It stays on, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. The next one that I have, it came in my Benefit box that I've talked about. I got like a little box from Benefit that had like eyeshadows, mascara, and they were all like mini sizes, some bronzer, things like that. But it also came with their What's Up highlighter. So mine's just the little mini version, but it's just this stick cream highlighter. And that's what it looks like. And this one is really, really intense, very pigmented. I mean, you are going to shine bright like a light bulb when you wear this. I do suggest when you are gonna put it on that you put it on your finger first and then dab it, and don't try to draw it on just with, no, because that's not gonna work. So I definitely do recommend putting it on your finger first and then putting it on your skin. But if you're looking for something that will give you a lot of glow and that is very intense, the What's Up highlighter from Benefit is really good. And then I have 2 more highlighters to talk about, and honestly these are probably my favorite in the group. I don't know, it's hard to pick, but I absolutely love these. I have a full size and a mini size. So these are both from Becca Cosmetics. This little one is a free sample that I got from ordering on Sephora, and this is an Opal. And then my full size is Champagne Pop. This is the highlighter that YouTuber Jaclyn Hill created with Becca Cosmetics. I absolutely love these, and I think they are so beautiful. Unfortunately, my Opal shattered literally the day I bought it, so I can't really hold it up to the camera for you, but I can try to get some on my finger here and hopefully not spill on myself. So that is what Opal looks like. And that's Opal on my hand. And then Champagne Pop. This is what Champagne Pop looks like. It's a gorgeous peachy, champagne-y highlighter. There it is on my finger. It is the last one on my hand. So that is Champagne Pop next to Opal. As you can hopefully see on camera, the two really don't look alike. Some people are wondering if they were kind of the same shade. I don't think so. Opal honestly is probably more similar to the LouManizer than it is to the Champagne Pop. But here are all 4 of those higher end swatches on my hand. We have the LouManizer from the Balm, What's Up from Benefit, and then Becca Opal and Becca Champagne Pop. So those are the 4 on my hand. Now the Becca products I absolutely love, and I will say these are also very super intense. So if you are looking for you just want to get your highlight on, you want to get your strobe on that day, Becca Cosmetics, both Opal and Champagne Pop, are going to do it for you. They are so beautiful on the skin. Champagne Pop, I was getting a little obsessed with. Like, I was doing the whole putting it on my shoulder blades and my collarbone and like literally all over my face, that people are probably like, do you know what oil control is? And I'm like, no, it's highlighter. I mean, it was getting ridiculous. I feel like I've maybe toned it down a little bit sometimes. But I absolutely love both the Becca products. They are more expensive. They are $38. If you can get a free sample, I mean, hey, that's pretty good news, because honestly, highlighters, I feel like they're so hard to go through. When you have a size like this, like, how long is it gonna take me to hit pan on this? Like, I don't know. I mean, I do put it basically all over my body, so maybe it won't be that long, but absolutely love both the products. Definitely recommend them, and I think they're beautiful. Next, I wanted to talk about how to apply and what I use to apply. Honestly, what works out so well and what I started out as doing was just using my finger. You just dip your finger in there and you pat it along where you want it to go. You can pat it along your upper lip. You can put it down your nose. Your finger is going to work perfectly fine. If you don't have any brushes that you're able to use, your finger will definitely do the job. I have 3 brushes that I will chat with you about. I believe they are all either drugstore or affordable, so that's good. The first one that I see a lot of people use to do highlighter is this fan brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. So you just dip it in your highlighter and you would fan it across your cheekbones just like that. And you could place it down the bridge of your nose like that. Up in here, yep, get it all. So the fan brush works really well for that, and I like the fan brush. I use it quite a bit. Some other brushes that you can use, this is the e.l.f. small tapered brush. I think this was like $3 at Target. What I actually use this particular e.l.f. brush for is my under eye like translucent powder. So I actually do not use this as a highlighter because I don't want those two to mix and I'm like putting on my translucent powder, but I'm like highlighting under my eyes. I don't want that to happen, but I know a lot of people use the small tapered brushes for their highlighters, and I've even seen like bigger YouTubers use this exact e.l.f. small tapered brush to use highlighter, and it works really well just to be able to put it on there. Works great. The other one I have is also from the e.l.f. line, and this is their Flawless Concealer Brush. So this was also, I think, $3 at Target. So a little bit different, has that like domed top. But this is one that I use the most for highlighting, and it's so easy just to dip it in there and you kind of do one of these motions, and I think it works great. So this is what I gravitate towards. There are some, you know, of course, fabulous higher end brushes. I know like Sigma and Morphe make really great brushes for highlighting. I can find, you know, some similar ones or some ones that maybe the other bigger YouTubers talk about and link those below as well if you are interested in something like that. I believe Morphe is usually more affordable. Sigma is more expensive, but I will find those for you, and everything that I've talked about, everything that I've mentioned, the brushes I've mentioned, all of that will be in the description box below. I'm gonna just show you guys how I actually put the highlighter on. So I'm going to be using Champagne Pop from Becca, because I said how much I loved it. And I'm using the e.l.f. the concealer brush. So, and I really, really hope this does show up on my phone, because who knows. But so, just dip it in. And then I start at the top of my cheekbones and I almost make like a circle and then just run it across the bottom, like heading towards the middle of like the apple part of your cheekbone. And then I go in and I do the same thing. And so when it comes to strobing is all like, that's what your focus is on for your face. So normally I do 2 brushes like this, and I typically call myself pretty good. Then I usually would do the rest of my face. Maybe I'd come back with 1 more dip. Sometimes I don't. Usually when I'm strobing or only highlighting, I go in like 4 or 5 times because we're trying to make this intense. This is the point of our look. Like, we can't just go halfway and call it strobing. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Circular motion at the top and then dust it down, bring it down. So you want, pretty much you always wanna start out and then brush in. Like, I wouldn't suggest dipping it in and then like plopping it right on your cheekbone and then trying to blend it out, because that just sounds kind of hard. So I'm gonna do 1 more pass here and then we'll go to the other side. How's that look? Can you guys see it? I really hope you can see it on camera. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side, same thing. Start at the top, work in a circular motion, and bring it down. Can you guys see that side? I sure hope you can see that side. For the rest of my face, like I said, I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of my nose, on top of my Cupid's bow. I'm going to do that little like dot at the end of my nose that I was talking about. Come along in here. I'm going to grab a little bit more, put it on my chin, a little bit more, do it above my eyebrows, in the center of my forehead. And if you see that like, oh no, you've made it too intense, you can just grab your foundation brush and blend it out. I mean, no big deal, because I've done it before. I've gotten a little too heavy-handed, got a little crazy with my highlighter, but that's okay. So those are the places that I'm gonna place it. Like I said, if you want to, you can just, I mean, keep dousing yourself with it, whatever it is you want to do. But that is how I typically apply my highlighter and how I get the strobing effect. Again, I wish I had a viewfinder so I can make sure you can actually see the product that I placed, but fingers crossed, hopefully you can. Alright, so that is my strobing video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked the products that I mentioned and reviewed. Hopefully, if you are looking for some new highlighters or you're new to the world of highlighting, you found some good recommendations. If you are new to highlighting, honestly, I recommend going the drugstore route first and getting more comfortable with it. You know, get those drugstore brushes. There's really no need to go out and spend $30 on a brush when you can spend $3 on an e.l.f. brush and it works just fine. Really hope you enjoyed the swatches, the reviews, the recommendations. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I would love to know what you think about it, because I honestly was a little bit intimidated to make the strobing video, but I'm glad I did it. I had a lot of fun making it and just talking about my favorite highlighters. Highlighting is something that was totally new to me when I really started to get into the beauty world and especially doing the YouTube, and it is one thing that I've come to absolutely love. Even when I do a pretty bare face, I'm always making sure to do my highlighter because it's just a product that I love now. I do also want to ask, the look on my face right now, minus the champagne pop that I just put on, But the look that I have right now and all of the makeup I have on from face, eyes, and lips is all drugstore. And I've been seeing a lot of people are doing like drugstore back to school looks, as I know that we're all like getting back to school. So I wanted to ask, would you guys want me to do another tutorial but have it be basically this look? Pretty simple, basic, drugstore, affordable tutorial. I don't know, you guys let me know. I was putting my makeup on this morning and I just realized that everything that I was reaching for all happened to be drugstore, and so that kind of gave me the idea. But like I said, the only thing now that is not drugstore on my face is the Champagne Pop highlighter, but of course I have those highlighters. I could even maybe demonstrate how I do the cream highlighter and then on top use the powder form. So I don't know, I just wanted to throw it out to you guys. If you guys like that idea and want me to do it, please just let me know and it will definitely be the next tutorial. I was going to do the strobing tutorial and then I thought, I mean, basically that was just the tutorial that I did and it only took me a few seconds. So that's why I decided to go the more in-depth review route, but I do want to do another tutorial because I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable doing those on camera. But if you like the drugstore back to school look, let me know. If there's something else that you would want to see, please just comment below and let me know. Before you go, So before you go, please do subscribe because that would be incredible. And I will just catch you guys in my next video. Thanks for stopping by. Or like I'm saying, I'm back. Like I haven't gone anywhere. I mean, I haven't gone anywhere. Highlighter on my leg. Like you're not supposed to highlight your leg. Or are you? Is that a part of strobing? You highlight on your leg? Dang nabbit. I have to go to the dentist next week. I'm really looking forward to that. Guys, my allergies are not that bad today, but anyone else suffer from allergies? I even got the shot like 4 days ago and I'm still like, it hurts. Allergies suck. What do you guys think of my new tattoo? Have you guys commented about my new tattoo yet? I got it. Did you see it in this video? Yee! So this is... What's wrong with me? This is the WhatsApp! I probably shouldn't say it like that. That's not very cute at all, is it? Did I get more volume? That's what I was going for. Does my hair look better? No. Okay. Bye, guys!